Hello everyone, this is Mercury Bard. We're going to play some Morrowind. And when we last left off, yesterday from the stream, the gang was in Sadrith Mora, where we had mysteriously, good grief, mysteriously arrived. Okay, we got sound. Alright. We had been at the Shrine of Azura, and noticed something funky was coming out of one of the incense sensors, like colorful sparks. And when we went over to check it out, we blacked out. There was a brief vision of fire and a basketball-sized black hole and an elf woman, and then we woke up in the Sadrith Mora, which is not as cool as waking up in Vegas. For one, Sadrith Mora is mostly inhabited by cranky Talvani. Since then, we've been wandering around Sadrith Mora trying to figure out what's going on. We stopped to pick up the Detect Creatures potion that Edwina asked us to get from Skinkin Tree's Shade forever ago. We're also trying to find out about this apprentice that left the Caldera Mages Guild. There's something about missing Khajiit. And we really should talk to Dirty Muriel, but she's like down in a basement. And there's some people standing right there, and we need to unlock the hatch, so I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. We also need to talk to Harundi at the Fighters Guild, because the last job we were given by the orc in Vivek was, it was like, go kill this guy and I'll give you 500 gold. And it's like, well, what did Tongue Toad do to you? You know, we're not the Morag Tong. We're the Fighters Guild. So we should go talk to Harundi. Perseus Mercius and Eldroan said that he was a pretty up and up guy. So. Oh, and Latte's still back at the Shrine of Azura because we went there so he could pray and upgrade his cuirass, and he needed like a day, and we managed to get ourselves teleported up the East Coast while he was still doing his thing. We were also supposed to investigate a singing stone for the Guiding Guild that has been interfering with their abilities to teleport people. And we also need to raise 3,000 gold to buy an enriched diamond from a Telvanni wizard named Kristoff. If you can tell what era that mod came from in Telbranora. So, anything else? Oh, we just bought a really little house pod for 700 gold, which probably should have gone to buying the diamond. And there's something going on with my merge, so I'm just getting a lot of precious gems and geodes and agates. So we have the money to burn if we can sell the things. Sell all the things. Come on, MGXE. Here we go. And what did I take out? Oh, that's fine. I took out Abbott's Hot Lava because I think it was interfering with companion-friendly lava, because Caswin definitely fell in lava and started burning in the last playthrough. And since companions are not very small, we have to protect them from themselves and lava. So. And if you're enjoying the streams, I have like a week's worth of recorded episodes in the queue. So check back every day or subscribe, and I guess it'll tell you. And there will be much shorter, because I try to put them in easily digestible 1-hour chunks, if it makes sense.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
Misadventures. Okay. Are we allowed to sleep here? Yes. Because we are tired. I'm guessing we're still tired. Six hours of sleep will do it, you think? And YouTube did confess that, so, oh, that, just ghosts, I suppose. No, I don't know anything about it. Nothing at all. Really? All right. Why am I struggling? Okay, there we go.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
All right, back to the gateway we go because Skink is having us drop off a trade license. I have no idea why that's floating. Yeah, no idea why that's floating. And that very suspicious conversation we just had with the conjurer back there is somehow involved in the gateway haunting. The ghost that no matter how many times you send it away, it still reappears. But I think did we trap it last time? We've been trapping things in soul gems. It's very exciting. Never done that before. Been playing Morrowind since it came out. Never done alchemy until recently. This is the first time I've ever soul trapped anything. We don't actually have a soul trapping spell. We just have a whole bunch of scrolls of gem feeder, so my goal is to get enough that I can put a really good feather spell on my backpack. So I can carry a whole bunch of stuff.
Whatever you want, within reason.
What brings you here, Dunmer?
Are we missing anyone? Why are you running in circles? I'm missing Latte. Latte. Latte got left behind when we teleported. She's a scout. Okay, that could be useful. Rumors. Yeah, we've heard about the gateway haunting. Okay. Harundi! You here for orders or advancement, journeyman, or was there something else you wanted? Lorena Macrina wants us to provide some assistance with her expedition in the Dwemer ruins of Nurturdames. Go to Nurturdames, a Dwemer ruin far south of Sadrith Mora, and talk to Lorena. Help her clear out the necromancers there and report back to me. I'll mark the position on your map. That is a hall, and there's actually I think it's in a different dungeon. There's actually a very similarly named ruin in the same area, Nurturdames versus Nurturdames. And I think there's a quest in the other one as well, but we don't have that yet. We have lots of other stuff. We walked. Can you tell? It was great. Not really.
Come, Outlander. Let us do business.
Poor guy. Oh, hey. Do you sell armor's hammers? Nope. If you do, not to me. How about you, ma'am? Nope. This is a very small guild. I mean, there's an anvil right there. Somebody's got to sell hammers. Hassle? Training. No. Nobody back here.
You've won me over.
The overhaul of Wolverine Hall that makes it not so terrible is by Mort. Just getting these two out of the mess that is upstairs
I'm listening.
is a big
Yes.
deal. Okay, there's a bunch of children playing up there. Someone in a Colovian helm. Thief and Toad of the Thieves Guild. Alright, we're just gonna go to
May I help you?
the Gateway Inn.
Keep moving.
I'm moving, and I got papers. I
Move
have
along.
all the papers. Gateway Haunting. The ghost is in the south turret bedchamber if you want to look for yourself. Head upstairs, then keep heading south and upstairs to the room. It isn't hard to drive it away, but it always comes back. Mage Mistress Aurora Uvalis, Master Neloth's mouth inspected the room, but couldn't say why it appears or how to stop it. Go talk to her if you like. She's always at the Telvanni Council House. She thinks it may be some mischievous sorcerer. If that's true, find out who it is, who is responsible, and make it stop.
Go ahead.
Alright, well, while we're here, we'll give the trade license to
I see you.
this
I
fine
see.
fellow.
Hello.
Hail, Scout. I hope this is important since you've just interrupted Signaramen's story about his vampire hunting grandfather. An old friend. What's that? Skink sent you? Good, because I have a priority shipment to deliver for the guild, and now my boat's not been underway for days. May I have the papers? Here it is. Illiman takes the paper and tucks it into his sash. Yes, thank you. You know, the Padomaic pirates are bad this time of year, and I could always use an extra arm in the event of a violent encounter. What do you say? There's good wages to be had as a hired hand on my ship. Extra if we do happen to run into any trouble. Well, that depends exactly where you're headed. Lyithdonea. Lyithdonea. It's Mayor Mary. Though I couldn't say what it means. Most people just call it the Azuran Isles. I think we'll be doing that. It's a small archipelago off the eastern coast of Morrowind. I'm just heading to the Mages Guild campus there, but most of the isles are inhabited by the descendants of old minor house Azura. Long story behind all that, but I'm the wrong person to ask. Come along if you're so curious. All right, when do we leave? Magnificent. We'll take a skiff out to the Nepenthe as soon as you're ready. Let me prepare some things. Don't take too long. Okay, let's get the haunting sorted out, and then we can take the boat to the Azuran Isles. We'll call them that because I'm sure I'm screwing up the other one. Ooh, hats.
Welcome, friend. What can I sell you today?
Go ahead. Speak.
Do I have a water skin? Okay, I do. Could use a refill, but... Okay. You deal in general goods. Therefore, I have a bunch of really random stuff for you. Why do I have an hourglass? I don't know. Da, da, da. Alright, now let me... We had a pack rat. We had Paxon the pack rat, but he wandered off when I told him to stay put at the entrance to a dungeon. And every time we use Civi intervention, he shows up and everyone starts attacking him. He's equipped with the ability to cast a light spell, and it aggroes them. So, still trying to find the workaround for that. Okay. Do I have one of every cure? That's important. That's a poison. Night Eye. I'm sure that invisibility will come in handy at some point. We are in the land of the Telvanni, so poison, dispel, recall. Potion of sound. I don't need water breathing. We could use water walking if we wanted to. Okay. Like I said,
let's do some business.
Need to enchant a backpack. Okay, we do not... Detect creatures, that's a quest item, so no. I don't want to sell that. Oh, he's got a lot of gold. Okay. Well, okay then. I'll keep the Restore Magicka. Alright, let me put the detect creatures in there before we lose it. Caswin doesn't have anything. Olin, there was just this giant haul of potions in a cave we went into. And Olin ended up taking most of them. Just so Dacia could actually walk. And now, okay. I don't think he's going to be able to buy all this, but we can ask. Pearl dust we'll keep. He's not going to be able to buy that. Alright. Yeah, nowhere close. Alright. Pick up my armor, and we will move to the next merchant down the road. Until we get to the council house. Except you, sir, sell
Hurry this
hammers.
up, will you?
Yay, you let me talk to you, and you didn't hate me. Okay. I need to be able to reach all of you from the anvil. There we go. Because I'm sure everybody has broken things. Or not. Olin, you are a meat. No, it's not enabled. Crap. Why is it not enabled? Maybe there's one in the... Why is your anvil not enabled for realistic repair? That's
Move
annoying.
along.
You couldn't
This
sell to
better
me
be
because I didn't
important.
have papers, but I have papers now, so... Cute kid, what do you
Hurry
sell?
this up, will you?
Just a bunch of junk. That could be really pretty, or that could be terrible. Okay.
Is there something I can do for you?
You sell fish, I guess? And what do you
Welcome,
sell?
Outlander. I've special prices just for you today.
Trader. You sell pillows and cloth. Okay.
Greetings.
Scales for sale. Slave. Everyone wants to talk about the haunting. Let me go see if I can figure out what's going on with the haunting. The bug's breath.
Fairly sure that wasn't mud.
I wonder if that has something to do with bug musk. Probably. Who are you?
I'm waiting.
And we lost our Vesa somewhere. Boys? There she is. Everyone's wearing closed-faced helms except for Caswin. That's like, Alright.
What do you want? Where is that slave?
You!
ahead.
I've been looking for you. What? Ralin Dalvulu? I mean, yes, that's me. House Stilvani's up-and-coming new talent. How do you do? What? Medilla sent you? But why? I'm perfectly fine here. In fact, I'm more than all right. I'm doing great. I love the Telvanni. The Telvanni love me. I'm learning so much. When I go back home to Cyrodiil, my uncle Niven is going to be so jealous. He's hardly more than a farmer, you know. He's never even been to Morrowind, even though it's our ancestral homeland. I was even allowed to tell Naga yesterday and everything. Aren't these mushroom towers amazing? Your friends back at the guild have been worried about you. Oh, you came all the way from Caldera just to look for me? Thank you. I guess I never realized they cared. It always seemed like they were trying to hold me back. I didn't mean to worry anyone. Tell Medilla and the others that I'm doing well and sorry about the mess that drunken scamp made and that they should come visit, okay? But this is my home now. I'm not going back. Okay, dude. If that's cool with you. Ah, you. I am Arara Uvalis, the mouth of Master Neloth. I'm a mouth in House Telvanni. I speak the words of my patron here in the Telvanni Council. Master Neloth is my patron, and I represent him on the council. He lives in the Tower of Telnaga, here in Sadrith Mora. What do you want? I inspected the manifestations in the South Tower bedchamber of the Gateway Inn. I examined the site thoroughly, but I found no evidence of a restless spirit or ancestral influences. The ghost itself is trivial and easily banished, but I don't know why it reappears, or how to stop the reappearances. I can't be sure, but my experience and intuition tells me that a conjuration expert is involved. By that I mean a mage skilled at summoning ghosts. That's all I can tell you. A mage skilled at conjuration is adept at summoning otherworldly creatures, including ghosts. Skink and Tree Shade seems like a decent sort for an Argonian, but he has an unhealthy interest in vampires. We have some answers there. Sort of. I love the firewood in this neck of the woods, the little sticks with their mushroom caps on them.
I will listen, Outlander.
And I want to buy a stupid hat, but everybody else has a stupid hat already. And I like the hood goes with the rest of the clashing, mismatched, colorful armor. So, we will not buy a stupid hat at this juncture.
No.
Even if Latte were here, we couldn't give him a hat because he already has one.
I see you.
Move along.
Hello.
About your business. Not now, Outlander.
I'm listening. Speak freely, friend.
Tell me what you want.
Please, speak.
What can I do for you, friend?
Conjuration expert. Conjuration expert here in Sadrith Mora? Well, my first thought would be Master Neloth, the mage lord of Telnaga. He's a mickle wizard. But conjuration is not his specialty. In fact, I don't know anyone in Sadrith Mora who teaches conjuration. No, wait. Aluni Hellerin here at Wolverine Hall teaches conjuration. I'm sure of it. Yes, Ulani teaches conjuration and mysticism and destruction. You think she might be involved in the gateway haunting? Well, I suppose it's possible. Uleni has a mischievous personality, and she has some sort of bad feeling for Angaradhel and the Gateway Inn. I also noticed that she's been magically transporting into Wolverine Hall quite a bit lately. Maybe she's using a mark and recall spell or a divine intervention. Okay. Feather. Let's see. So I want my backpack with feather. No. Can I do constant effect enchantments?
I can spare a
Have
few
you any
moments
news?
if
Oh,
you
wait.
care to
Enchanting.
talk.
Cast. Okay, so backpack. Grant. Feather. I'm probably not good enough at enchanting to actually do anything like that. What do you sell for spells? Nothing I need.
Have you any news?
You seem to be fitting in well, Outlander. How about a
Before I
spell or
piss
two?
you off. There we go. So you suspect me of being behind the gateway haunting. That squeeze butt Angaradhel is taking it pretty hard, eh? That clown had me brought up before the magistrate when I first came here for not having my hospitality papers. But I suppose you're right. The joke is losing its freshness, and I don't want anyone to get hurt. Go tell Angaradhel that the gateway haunting will end, but do me a favor, will you? Give him these ghost-free papers from me. Okay. Okay. Do you
Well
train
met.
in privileges of higher rank? Alright, fine. Let's go take that boat.
What can I do for you, friend?
I can spare a few moments if...
You've got the better of me.
Hail and welcome. Do you have any news?
You want something, friend? Speak freely, friend.
Friend, friend, friend. I'm everyone's friend, I guess.
You'll get more than you
Is there anything else I can leave in my house since we have one? Suppose I could go sell those
Go
cuirasses that we
now.
don't need. Before we take the vessel.
Move along.
I have no idea what that kid was doing,
Speak, traveler.
but it looked a little weird.
Go on about. Keep moving.
How do you do?
I'm doing okay.
Please, speak.
I don't know which spear she prefers using that one. Okay. Actually,
freely.
since it is named for her, we will leave this in the house. Okay. You are very short. No offense, but you're very short. And your anvil is useless to me. So I think Olin might have had an extra Kleros? 5327. We can take this off of him. And you have my old blade icicle that I was keeping because it does magic damage, and I wasn't sure if the Dwemer sword was going to work on ghosts, but it works on ghosts. I will also take the crappy rusty mace you gave me to kill mud crabs with. Because, yeah. Like I said, crappy rusty mace. Giab, are you carrying anything? The Tanto you do use, the Tanto you don't use. That needs repaired. Really? Fine. Alright, let's go to the house so we can move some stuff around. Leave some iconic weapons and armor there instead of selling it. We do have enough money to buy that enriched diamond, but I don't want to go back to Telbernora right now. Because when we go back to Telbernora, then we're going to need to walk back across the coast to the Shrine of Azura, and I want to go to the Azuran Isles first.
Keep moving.
Yeah, shut up. Where's my ugly little house pod? I think it's this one. No, is it this one? No, that's a mage. Is this mine? No. Is that one mine and I'm just not finding the door? Yeah, I'm just not finding the door. Backstreet pod. Hi, Flinny. Yes, it came with a named rat.
Yes?
I'm going to take your battered spear and your helm.
Yes, speak.
Because the helm is driving me nuts. And Olin is going to take your helm. And give me that. Mm-hmm. Do I have perfect placement? Yes. Am I using it? No. And then we'll put Olin's helm up here so it can look fierce. Grr. Alright, now let's take this dude his papers and then get on a boat.
Go on about your business.
Meh.
Move along.
One day you will be nice to me. Oh, and I found out I was looking on the unofficial Elder Scrolls wiki. I don't know if that's what we call it. Unofficial elderscrolls.net. Giab actually has a last name. It's Mothrin. Not sure when he acquired one, but he has one. So,
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
You say the hauntings will stop. How do you know? Can you prove it? What was causing the hauntings? If you want your reward, you have to give me a satisfactory explanation. Explain what happened and deliver Eleni's papers. The nerve of that outlander! A disgrace to her race. She blames me when it was she who failed to obtain her hospitality papers? Humph. I'll take care of her. And you got rid of the ghost, so you shall have your reward. I have a fighter ring, a mage ring, and a thief ring. Each ring fortifies the attributes most prized in each of these specialized disciplines. Which ring would you prefer? Let's take the mage ring. Here's your mage ring. Good day to you, and thank you very much for your assistance. And when I speak with my fellow Telvanni, I shall speak favorably of you. I think we just got a reputation bump. Not that I know what it does, but we are reputation 5. 5, guys. Fortify intelligence and willpower, endurance and strength. Fortify enchantment. We will sell this one. Alright, let's go. Ship captain!
I see you. All right, hello. I'm listening.
I'm ready now.
A warm welcome to you. May I help you?
I'm just here for the septums, Outlander. Move along. Cork! Okay, we have to sketch that. That's too cool. That looks like a good thing for pencils. And I've got work to do. Move on, landlubber.
How may I help you?
I guess we need to speak with the
What do
captain.
you need?
I see you. Hello.
We'll sail for the Azuran Isles as soon as these swabs turn to finish loading up the rest of the cargo from the skiff. Why don't you head below deck? While you're down there, take this and place it on the shrine down in the hold. It will provide good favor to keep us on course. Teeth of the World has been added to our inventory. We're on a boat.
Yes?
Guessing this is the shrine. Shrine platter. You place the aquamarine idol on the platter. Yeah. I've placed the aquamarine idol on the shrine down in the Nepenthe's hold. I should get back up on deck to see what else Captain Ilomenon needs before we set sail for the Azuran Isles.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I don't recognize your face. New hire too? Ilomenon grabbed me from Faraz. The elf seems scared pantsless about pirates or some such. I'm just happy he brought the ale along. Ilomenon did mention something about leaving with Dina for an island. Looking back, it didn't make much sense. Maybe some Motzi will help clear my head. Gerard takes a swig and stares down at the deck as if attempting to gather his thoughts.
Is there something I can do for you?
Guild must have deep pockets indeed. I glimpsed some ebony packaged in these crates. We'll be transporting a load of supplies to the Mages Guild in the Azuran Isles. The Guild received research sanctions in the Isles centuries ago, though it's been almost as long since I've been there. The Isles were closed after the Blight began to spread, and they haven't been reopened since. These supply runs are one of the few ways into the Azuran Isles nowadays.
Do you need something?
Captain says we're sailing for the Azuran Islands. I've heard the biggest city there rivals Vivek. From what the captain says, it lies far to the east of Mournhold in the Patamaic Ocean. I've never heard of the place, even in the most distant of rumors before this. The elves there do their best to remain inconspicuous. I wonder what they're hiding. I don't know. But...
Go ahead. I'm listening.
How do I get back up there? I guess I just kind of hop.
All right, then. I'm listening.
You put the teeth down on the shrine, then? Then thank you, Dacia Blackeye. Superstitious poppycock, I know, but old seaman habits die hard. When you're out on the open water, there's not much else to stay grounded on. In any case, why don't you head below deck and get some shut-eye? Gillespie and our ferryman won't be back for a while with the last load. I'm the captain of the Nepenthe, a trading vessel. Neloth is some grouchy old Telvanni wizard from what I hear tell. The Padomaic Black Pirates are a large company of brigands based out of Black Harbor on Esroniet. They're a ragtag assortment of ex-legionnaires from the Imperial invasion of Akavir, down on their luck adventurers who never made their way back to Tamriel after braving the eastern waters, the occasional Padomaic islander, or even some Akaviri natives, or so I've heard. They're most notorious for their raids on the Wasabi Run from Kathnoquay, but they've been seen as far as Topol Bay by some reports. Hey David, how are you? The special shipment is destined for the Azuran Isles. All right. Back downstairs to get some shut-eye. Which I'm sure is going to trigger some kind of scenic event.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Gerard,
I'm
move.
listening.
You hear a commotion up on deck. Well, that sounds like pirates. Uh-huh. It's all very bright. And I'm dead. Okay, that was fast, and I wasn't even checking my health bar. It's going to be very awkward if I'm not strong enough to survive this. Ship seems quiet. You don't think the last ferry has returned yet. Okay. What are you doing?
Need something?
I'm too young to die on a boat. Uh-huh.
No one can match me.
Okay. Are they using some kind of like cannon? Is that what I'm getting hit by? So I need to come up and I need to go to the right? I don't know. Too young to die on a boat. What is that nonsense? Okay.
You dead.
Okay, I think that was the big kaboom.
What assistance do you need?
Well, first, I'm going to take a health potion, because I think I got hit by a cannonball or something. And then I'm going to try and cure Gia, because he's just about dead. Caswin, you don't need healing. You can't die. There we go. Alright, Olin. Let's get you topped up. Alright, that works. What a bloody mess. I'm relieved that you came along. Would have been a tough fight otherwise. I'll be sure to move to let Magister Alistair know how much of an asset you were. If you're ready, I'll call all hands to get the ship moving again. He's the Archmagister of the Azuran Mages Guild, and he's close with House Azura. A fine man to have the good favor of if you're planning on staying in the Isles. Well, we're not planning on staying in the Isles. If you're ready, I'll call the remaining hands to get the ship moving again. I'm ready. So let's be off. I probably should have saved. I really should have saved.
Are you all right, Outlander? You might have a healer tend those wounds.
And hold that thought. Give me just a few minutes. I think there's someone at the door. Sorry about that, guys. It was the neighbor. Misdelivered package. I don't think she understands what streaming is. Wow. We've arrived at the Azuran Isles. Let's go take a look around. I have this. And we're all a little beat up from pirates. Why is there a rope? I want to pull a rope. Bell rope. I'm going to pull the rope. Are there no consequences for pulling the rope? Maybe. Tender of the lamp. I am tender of the lamp, guard. Dark Brotherhood, scum, all of them. If they're after you, friend, you better find yourself some help, or write a will, or both. Travel to Morrowind if you wish to learn its lore. Okay. Not helpful. Ooh, bread. Guild of Mages staff quarters. Guild of Mages. Dordala. I guess that's where we're at. Magister Zelaster. Welcome to the Azuran Islands. Azuran Isles. Watch your step. Yes, you look like the sort we could use here in the Azuran Isles chapter of the Mages Guild. Will you take the Mages Oath and join the guild? Bear in mind that we operate independently of other chapters you may be a member of, and answer directly to the Arcane University. Those are the same as the ones on Vardenfell. I mean, if Latte were here or Lucifer were here, they would be joining, so yes, we'd like to join. You're now a member. Welcome, associate. When you're ready, you can ask for duties to perform, and once you're ready, you can ask me for advancement. I'm a mage. My study is the alteration and destruction of the visible and invisible world. What college would you like to know about? Okay. You don't actually have duties for me. Let's go talk to Magister Krim. I'm sorry, but I only provide alchemist service to high-ranking members of the guild. Okay. You've gained knowledge from this book. Our alchemy skill is now 24. Woohoo! We are in it now. Ooh, that's pretty. Whatever that is. I mean, you say canister, I say pretty jug. It's all the same. Door back outside.
Yes.
So she's a guard. Where do you need to go, associate? Never mind.
Greetings, friend to friend.
I know this whole landmass is still in alpha, but it's supposed to have a pretty decent amount done. So we may not get a whole lot of questing done. The Five Far Stars. This is a volume of verse collected from wise women of the Urshulaku Ashlanders. It consists of verses composed by Ashlander warriors, champions, and Ashkans, committed to memory by the wise women and transmitted down through the generations. May I Shrink to Dust is attributed to the long-dead poet and warrior Zershishi Musmanul. Rise from darkness, red mountain, spread your dark clouds and green vapors, birth earthquakes, shatter stones, feed the winds with fire, flay the tents of the tribes from the land, feed the burned earth with our souls. Yet never shall you have your rule over me, never shall I tremble or flinch from your power, never shall I yield my home and hearth, and from my tears shall spring forth the flowers of grassland springs. The Five Points of the Star by Silgla Parat. Prophecy is her province, and that which is seen by the night sky queen must eventuate, however dimly it may appear to mortal foresight. For mortals are not all given the gift of crystal vision, nor can they always endure knowledge of the truth. Hi, Maximian. Dawn is the time of eminence, when Azura touches us with wisdom and purpose. It is then we speak supplication for guidance and tremble in fear that it may be answered. Rose is her color and her flower, and moonshadow her abode, as risen is the sun. Tend we then by midday our mortal necessities, conserving always some part of ourself for when the sun slides low. Dusk is when we turn our hands to Azura's commands, then we praise her with our dark evening acts and glorify her with chastening of non-compliance. Fate is the book that she writes in to inscribe our worth in deserts. For by our acts we do earn her regard or disdain, and read our destiny in her prophecy.
Of course. What may I do for you?
Where did you come from? And you have nothing for me to do. Oh, you have a fancy cloak. Come back here. What is your name? Magister Reachfen. What spells do you have? Calm humanoid. We needed that. And calm creature. Do. Okay. Actually, you look quite noble there. If you could hold still for a second.
What does this visitor want?
Of course, the eyes are closed. No. I don't think this is the right medium. Let me try a different. Pencil might get the coloring. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Meh. Yeah, sure, why not? The Magister had no interest in standing still for us. Hourglass, the firmament, liminal bridges, spyglasses of varying quantities, star chart, which is a
Please, by all means, I'm listening.
Okay. So we have those buildings up. Apinda, do you have anything? You're a mage. Destruction, damage, health. Okay. Morrowind lore. Spyglass. Does this do anything? Nope. Are there beds that we can sleep in since we are quite damaged by pirates at the moment? Always gotta love those slow necromantic books. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Today we are exploring Lyithdonea, which is still in alpha
Yes?
state, so I'm not sure how much excitement there's going to be. And I am loving it too. Daedra Slayer's Guide. Volume 1, 2, 3, 4. Appendix A. Nice. Yeah, I'm loving the joy of painting. It's just adding a whole extra, like, let's fun thing. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm here. Ish. Huh. Augur Shell. Spirit of Nirn, God of Mortals, the Monomyth. Most of these are really common books. No, unfortunately you cannot. There is a painting skill, but it doesn't affect your leveling. Your attributes don't go up, and your level doesn't go up. You still don't. Hello, I'm in the bathroom. It does not acknowledge the water, or the water. Okay, the Book of Riddles when you're on the toilet. Oh. That doesn't work either. That would have been fun if that had worked. Some soap. And a brush. Lots of student housing, not a lot of students. The meeting chamber. This was one of my first pastels. And this was the first pencil drawing I did in Errol's garden back in Sadrith.
How do you do?
I was in the herb garden this morning gathering some daybreaker coils when I heard what sounded like an explosion from across campus. This is what I found. Paperwork related to inventory assessments taken of the guild stock. Various work order requests. Research requests and renewals. I mean, it's all very dusk touch wine. It's all very lovely. Student quarters. Magister's quarters. Do I have anything edible in here? Well, if nothing else, I can eat flowers. Yes, we have places. Trying to find ideas. That's a mushroom. No, that's salt rice bread. Okay. Nami the librarian mod on Nexus. I'll have to take a look at that one. We love a good library. This is the Magister's quarters. Of course, all of them have locked their rooms. And we're not that great at security yet, so we're just going to let it be. Head Magister's Tower. Lock 100 and trapped. Okay. Let me write that down. Nami, Mori Mountain Estate. And Nami the librarian. All right. Now. He can take us back to Sadrith Mora. None of you guys have anything to talk to me about. Infirmary. Someone said something about an explosion. Oh, that's lovely. Welcome, traveler. I trust you're doing well. Did the stream just kick it? My apologies for that. I'm not sure if the stream is still working or not. But Master Bones doesn't have anything to say. Pneumological studies. I was going to say maybe we could catch a nap in the infirmary, but no, there's way too much blood. Let me know if the chat or if the stream's working, guys. Scroll for summon Frost Atronach. Weird. Okay.
Warm greetings, Outlander.
Magister.
Care to peruse my spells?
I mean, I'll look at your spells, yeah. Masterful Silver Wisdom for restoration. I'm just still trying to get my, like, basic spell collection together. All this stuff is just really cool looking. Enchanter services. Only higher rank. Like, how cool is that? Cast when you're in the way. Yes, tedious monkey work, actually doing our jobs. He's like, this is not our job. This is not what your other employer hired you to do. Like, Bordala, pneumological studies. Alright, guess it's time to go back outside. So that's the Mages Guild. Is that weather vane inside the cupola? The Menagerie. It's a what's a snoz? What is that? Oh my goodness, what is that? One, two. That's not working. There we go. I have no idea what the snoz is, but nice to meet you. What is this thing? It's cute. It's silly, but it's cute. Sacred Icon of Azura. I'm guessing Snoz sleeps on the bedroll here? It's a water skin. A Corinne calf? A Peachick? Olin, I don't think you're supposed to be standing in its food bucket. A Guaralope? And an empty one. Okay, that was kind of sad how tight it was in there, but a Guaralope. And that's probably a pile of dung. I'm sure Caswin is complaining, and Arvessa is trying her best not to complain because that would not be.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Lemon, onion, Netch jelly loaf. That needs an icon. Oh, I have no magicka. Otherwise, I would try to cast Night Eye. Not that we really need it. It's lovely out here. Hidden hibiscus plant. I wonder if you can eat that. You can eat real hibiscus. Nah, it's not going to give you anything. What are these things? Dungar hatchling. Fly amanita. Dusty hyacinth. Trees do not register as trees here. Okay. Oh my god. This is crazy, guys. I don't know how much actual content this island chain has yet, but I'm just gonna continue wandering around and then we'll see if they can... Illiman will take us back to Sadrith Mora. She's a battle mage. Chet. Yeah. Need to find a bed or go indoors to rest. I don't think I have a bed. Oh, I bet I could sleep in the student housing. Durr. Next to the bread oven, or staff quarters. Maybe the staff have stuff to talk about.
Speak freely.
Nope. Mess hall. I harvested a horn lily bulb. Okay, they're vegetables, I think. You have nothing for me. You have to walk through the staff quarters. I wonder if that's just for staff, that mess hall. Alright, everybody come in here. Teal water snakes, Legend of the Daybreaker. Alright, everybody in. Compiled by Reldes Othrimu. Lady Azura passed over the sea-like turquoise when it was devoid of territories. There, in the midst of the lonely emptiness, swam a school of teal water snakes. They frolicked in the warm water, caring not for the knot about them. Azura was troubled by the apathy of the water snakes, saying, "Worship is half of life, indifference is half of death." With that she took hold of the snakes in her shadow-solid grasp and twisted them until they cried out in anguish, saying, "But the halves which are neither worship nor indifference hate each other." And so Azura, thinking that the snakes had insulted her knowledge of duality, bound them to a tuft of sword-grass, forever to languish in the soil like roots. When Azura began to form the Holy Isles, the rude water snakes were the first to take root in the wet earth. To this day, the water snakes rise up every morning, issuing renewed effort to free themselves from their earthy prison, but failing each attempt. In final rebellion, it is said that the snakes will stick a mocking blue tongue at the mother of the night sky. You cannot heal stubbornness. Okay. I'm just kind of assuming that the stream is still working. Let me. I wonder what that's the tongues. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Ah, crap. We were gonna sneak and sleep in someone's bed. Alright, everybody get in here. Be very quiet. Sneaking? Actually, I don't think this is owned, so it really doesn't matter. This book contains meticulous records of all supply orders at the Lyithdonea Mages Guild, as well as an up-to-date account of the current stock. Okay. I don't know what that is. Alright. Let's go outside and see what else there is to see. Besides wet. There was a building across the way. Who are you?
May I help you?
I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Guana Hilvani. How may I help you? Are you a new visitor to Lyithdonea? There are many strange and dangerous creatures and places here. Travel prepared. The city of Azura is the largest settlement here if you're in need of equipment. Okay. Where can you take me? Azura, Port of Lyithdonea. Sure, why not? No idea what that was. Gondolier, latest rumors. Advice. The city of Azura can be a confusing place. Check with one of the docents if you're lost, and they can guide you to wherever you wish to go or tell you about the city. We thought Morrowind was the promised land of Veloth, but he did not stop there. Okay, that's interesting. There's a lighthouse over there. And we're gonna stare around like bug-eyed newbies. Hestus Ram's house. Boys, get out of the way. The Kamanatong are known for their brutal disregard of life. Yes. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Thieves Guild. It's not easy to find out where Thieves Guild members meet. For obvious reasons, you have to look around and talk to the right people. You do a little of this and a little of that. I know. Latest rumors. I heard that Hamar Nibby Boy ran off to become a pirate or something. Poor Weth has been missing work, probably worried
How
sick.
may I help you?
Is there something I can do for you?
You have gold. Do you buy things? Okay, you buy things. Those are edible things. In the book of Daedra. I'm not so worried about Daedra at this point. Are you Weth? No. Food vendor, okay.
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
It's sand. So used to Solstheim where everything was just white for snow. No, no, this is sand. This is the other stuff. Is this a trebuchet or a crane? Or are they the same thing? This is Old Town Azura. So it's possible they're... Okay. Don't know what that is. The Gathering Hole. Welcome to the Salted Fish, which is not the name on the door. If you're looking for something to eat or drink, we're well stocked. If you're looking for a bed, talk to my wife upstairs. Try not to bother our patrons. Local workers come here to get away from the pressures of life. You're a publican. Latest rumors. Nope. Little secret. Little advice. Check with the docents. Get a water refill. Thank you. Not sure. There we go. Dungar jerky, that's new. Boiled scapper egg. The Netch jelly loaf needs an icon. We saw that earlier. Glenda fruit, sea salt, sugarcane, wasabi stem, wickweed delight, and then a whole bunch of extra alcohol that I've never seen before. And you have no gold, so you can't sell me, or I can't sell you anything. Patrons eating is a kitten. Nipper. Hello, Nipper. You're very cute. We're going to pet all the people's animals. Fisherman. Barter. You also have no gold. Okay. She can't offer me a bed either. Something with Bard's life is making it so that I can't rent beds from anybody. Even people that had them before I installed the publican. So. You look like an entertainer. You're a bard. Ooh, clay pots. Those are cool. Those are the beds that we would rent if we could rent beds anywhere in the world.
Is there something I can do for you?
Okay. You look sad. You're a pauper. Okay. You look very sad. Hang on, let me see if I can fuss with the... Nope, the chat's just gonna be stupid. That's just what we're gonna do today. If you guys are saying anything, I have no visibility to it, so I appreciate your presence. Okay. Oh, hey, a muck sponge. Those are some impressive trees. We'll have to go over there. I need muck for something. Do I? No, I need marshmallow. And I ate it all, so I need more. I really like how everything's under construction. I mean, look at this. Do we go into the woods or do we go up? I say we go up. Oh, is this something you can pick from? No, that's a good way to fall down the hill. The Stomping Crew Inn. Wow, those are some brightly colored plates. You do have some gold, so buy some stuff off of me, please. Ripened Paratrue Vesicle. Mildly disturbing.
I'm listening, please. Go ahead.
Interesting. I'm guessing we found rats. And not the cute ones like Flinny. Really? You summoned a clan fear for a bunch of rats. Don't mind if I do. Okay, I guess we are not getting into that chest. Tawny caps. What was the other one? Okay. Much nicer than the one we have. Here, take mine. Trapdoor. Okay, clearly that's not working yet. Where's my soul gem pouch? There we go. And my scroll bag. There we go.
Fairly sure that wasn't mud.
Yeah, probably not. You're never that lucky. Atronach flesh. Kieran snout. That's a pretty flower. Wind salt. White rose. Okay, just looking at the assets for this are cool. Mandrake flower. That's cool. Huntsman arrows. Cruel viper lunger. Okay. Yes, yes, we've just been playing around in your storage room.
Go
Ignore
ahead.
If a
us.
few words can help, I'd be happy to talk.
Whenever I see that haircut, I can't help but think of the old Witch Girl mod by Emma. You're a healer. Thank you. I'm not sure if they were actually diminished or not, but it can never hurt. So there's a little boy that's
I'm
missing.
listening, please. Go ahead.
Whoops. Aww. Why are you in a cage, Kieran? Can I get you out? No, I don't think so. And they put something heavy on top of it so you couldn't escape. Aw. Valuable goods. You looking for someone in particular, Agile? No? Not really.
I've got a few minutes if you need something.
Right light. Oh. Pamu Carpus shield. That's cool. It's light armor though. I don't think. It's 55 gold. It's 55 gold. We're gonna buy it and then Geob can carry
I
it.
could kill that guar. Those boots are ruined.
That's my shield.
I'm all ears.
Actually, do you want to carry this one? You are not a shield
Yes?
type person.
I'm all ears.
Geob is not a shield type person either, but this is really cool. There we go. She's a spear woman. I'm gonna take off my armor because it be hot around here. There we go. We're clearly the height of fashion here, but you know, no shirt, no shoes, no service obviously does not apply in the Port of Azura. Did I just fall in the frickin'... Okay. Small frustrations. Small frustrations. I wish Paxson didn't have my easel. Gonna have to make do with paper. Let's zoom out as much as we can. There we go. Palace Poortown. Poortown's under construction. Saltraker housing. Oh, Dutch, where do I even start? Well, right now we're in the Azuran Islands, which is part of the Lyithdonea mod that Melchior Dark has been working on forever. It's in alpha. We've got Olin from, he's the Redguard companion. Giab is from Friends and Friends. Arvessa is from Arvessa Boy and Armiger. Caswin is, I forget what Caswin's mod is called. We're running MGE with MWSE, and right now we're just seeing the sites, because this is very clearly in alpha, and I'm just having a lot of fun looking around. One day that will be a house of some kind. I think we have better water lilies now, but I kind of want to go up to the palace just to see if we can get in, if there's an inn to get. Oh my goodness. She is Moon and Star. High Rosary District, and by rose they mean rose. Okay, there's nothing up here yet. I wonder what that tower is. I'm having so much fun in Morrowind. Actually, we're technically not in Morrowind, the province, right now. I want to meet some of those sea elves. Like the one that gave us the vision, and then somehow we ended up in Sadrith Mora, even though we were in the Shrine of Azura waiting for Latte to finish his prayers or whatever. It's not lagging at all, despite being such a big city. That's pretty impressive. And it's not my machine. Oh no, it is not my machine. My machine is looking at me going, really? Really? That's pretty. I have a feeling I'm going to be saying that like every 5 seconds. Olin, who are you trying to punch? Stand down. There we go. Ratha Market upper level.
Yes?
Okay. Potions. Finest Altmiri potions in all of Lyithdonea. Get them while they're fresh and potent. You're a healer. You have no other topics. What are your spells? We're probably not going to be able to cast that for a very long time, but... Poet's Whim, resist blight disease. Inductor transferred resistance. Mage's Compromise. Spell Absorption, Fortify Magicka, and Drain Speed. Healer's Compromise drains agility and willpower. Okay.
I see
Do you need something?
Hello.
If you could find my pack rat for me, that would be great. She's not a regular elf. Sendal Still Life #1. She's one of those other ones. You, I can probably sell stuff to. If I could open the right ingredient pouch. There may be others in town who claim to know herbs, but I have the best prices combined with the apothecarial training necessary to provide the best value in the entire city. Oh, really? That's what I thought. $2 gold? Okay, 2 gold.
Khajiit will make special deal, yes?
Khajiit sells lots of random stuff. Elementalist Compromise, Fire Shield, Frost Shield, Lightning Shield, but you take Fire, Frost, and Shock damage. At the end of the day, do you do anything? Or does it all even out? Oh, and that looks like it's going to be a greenhouse up there. Royal Way Apartments. Okay, I think that's his house. Lower hallway. It's Twilight. I guess this is Azura's city, and they are Azura's servants. I thought these guys were high elves. They're not.
It's fine with me. Go ahead.
They're the Maomer. Temple of the Endeavor. You have an interior. You're a warrior. Okay. This is a rather empty temple. Oh. Are they still worshipping... Are they still worshipping the anticipations here? Okay, I will leave you with your alcohol. No priest yet, just a random warrior walking around, which might actually be coming from repopulated Morrowind. I don't know if it can generate... What is that? You think that's supposed to be a bell? I'm gonna run out of paper. I think Latte actually has my paper. My paper making frame. Pawnbroker. If nothing else, I'm selling off all this crap I've got sitting in my inventory. That's fancy. Cooking knife. Love how it's kind of pitted. Shark's Tooth Amulet. That's cool. Nautilus Amulet. That's cool. That looks like a bug, not a fruit. Oh, that's just a pretty bottle. I feel like how much is the shell gonna put me back? 9 gold. Okay. We can afford. We can afford 9. What's this little Azura idol? Interesting. Bookend with winged twilight. Ship in a bottle. That's just gorgeous. Feels like I'm, you know, a tourist in Florida or something. Who's that supposed to be? That was an icon of Azura. Interesting. I'm seeing a skull. Like here. Anyone seeing something else? Silverware platter, nice and shiny. Oil lamp refill. Well, I don't have an oil lamp on me. I have a bunch of torches. Sea salt. Okay. Wickweed Delight. It looks... I don't know. Find void salts. That looks like it may actually have stuff that rises up out of it. Alright, we're buying souvenirs. Latte missed this adventure because, you know, he was praying, so we're buying him souvenirs. My mercantile increased to 14, guys! 14! Alright. Arvessa, can you carry the souvenirs? Please. Thank you. Oh, I wanted to see if they had an effect. Yep, there's a little bit
Is there
of
something
sparkle
you need?
there, so yay. And then my flask of water, which looks completely empty because of my flask replacer. Souvenirs for latte. Souvenir wine, a seashell, fine void salts, and a peacock platter. Oh, that's fancy.
Where is that slave?
Dwargar hide.
There is someone watching me.
ABCs for barbarians, even this far out. Okay. Bandom oil. I wonder what that's for. And I apologize for whatever the stream is doing. I don't know why it keeps circling like that.
How are you today?
Private residence. Okay. Guess that's better than the construction tape. Abide by the precepts of Azura and you will have no trouble in our city, Outlander. Seek a docent if you're looking for directions.
Justice never
He
sleeps.
has a cape. It is sunset colored. I mean, if you're in Florida. We're in the managerial. I think it's supposed to be like managerial and also magus. Maybe? Hello? Hello? Not what I expected either. Have I mentioned that this whole landmass is in alpha? Yeah. Okay, we have not managerial district. We have not gotten far enough on that to look at anything. I mean, this thing is not hitting the frame rate any harder than my modded Vivek city, so I think we're doing pretty good. Lovely beaches. I think I see ships over there. Honestly wonder what would happen if we cast Elm Civi Intervention. And I want to fight a local creature. Like, come on. Masseraneth. Dusk Bells. Bamboo. These are gorgeous. Is it a random dungeon? Dushara. It's a random dungeon. Emerald mine, maybe. Okay, it is a very small emerald mine. And somebody summoning a clan fear did not help at all. We are pretending to be a mountain goat right now. This will probably end in tears. Or a giant splash. Or an ow, followed by a giant splash. But let's go see what those boats are. Or is that the Mages Guild again? I think that might be the Dordala Mages Guild. Yep, that's what that is. Let's expand this out as much as I can. Okay. So let's go see if that guild guide can take us back to Sadrith Mora. I was thinking this thing was more complete than it is, but it is not. It's still really cool looking. And I hope one day Melchior Dark either gets to finish it or hands it over to someone who will finish it. Because it looks very exciting. I know Katia Carell has already made her Winged Twilight mod compatible with this. So let's go see if the Captain Illumenon will take us back. And if we'll get attacked by pirates again. Such nonsense. I'm busy, Stone Elf. Okay. Automatic pirates. Okay.
All right, then. I'm
Okay.
listening.
So, no, I think we need to go talk to that orc about, guild transport back to the mainland. Where did we come on board? Oh, there we are. Watch me ring the bell tower. No, he was down here, wasn't he?
Please, speak.
No. He was not. I did remember that there was a glowing stone circle down here, or a glowing circle on the floor down here, but it was not the transportation circle I was looking for. Oh, he's over here. Durr.
Day to you.
Destination, Sadrith Mora. 15 septums. Sure. Does it not work yet?
Friend.
I'm here. I'm on the platform. Does it not work? It might not work yet. This sucks because we have souvenirs for latte. So Divine Intervention? No. I succeeded in casting it, but I guess we are too far away. Oh, come on. Either. Alright, we're just gonna have to go back here, and I wanted to bring latte presents. This is disappointing. Okay, so everyone lean real hard on Melchior Dark to pick this up again, because it's really pretty. And there doesn't, and it needs a lot of work, and we crashed. So, all right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time.